I was singing at a talent show when I forgot the words to the song because I was so nervous and started motioning at my mum to come to the stage and bring me the lyrics I had printed. The title of the song? Let's not forget talent shows! Grotesque things really, aren't they? We shove some oddballs on a stage and make them dance for us to cringe at. And I feel I have the authority to talk about this because...
Hello guys.
What's your name?
I'm Matt Rose.
It was January 2012 and I'd set myself the task of appearing on as many different TV shows as possible, regardless of what they were. So I lied to ITV that I was really good at...
I throw things up in the air and catch them in my mouth.
Really?
And that is my contribution to the arts, yeah.
How about that?
This is something I can sort of do, about as well as anyone really. But obviously on stage I made a pleb of myself, like most people do on talent shows, and like most traumatic things, this all starts at school. There was a girl in my middle school who sang Forget You by CeeLo Green to a cardboard cutout of Justin Bieber. In 8th grade, a guy played a montage of chords from 7 different Avenged Sevenfold songs, devoted it to a girl he liked, and messed up on every one of them. Performed Get Swifty by Rick and Morty. At my middle school talent show, a kid's talent was jumping over a basketball on a pogo stick. I wouldn't call that bad talent. Can you do it? I can't do it, neither can he. Performed a dance routine to the Arthur theme song. It was an 8th grader, and it was me. Probably mine in 6th grade. Pick a card. Any card. Volunteer picks card and I start trick. Can you put your card on top? Volunteer does so and I finish trick. Now, is this... your card? No? Oh. I proceeded to fail every trick but one. Every few minutes I would just switch to that trick again so I'd get applauded. A kid did armpit farts to the tune of Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. Played Bring Me to Life by Evanescence on a kazoo. Very small, religious, private school. Rap Bible verse repeatedly over a solo piano cover of I Like to Move It in front of the entire school and parents. 10th grade. To simulate how that might have sounded, I hit up BibleVerseGenerator.com, which randomly allocated us a verse 1 Kings 8:57. The Lord our God be with us, as he was with our fathers. Let him not leave us nor forsake us. One kid's talent was eating broccoli. Literally got on stage with a big head of broccoli, took 4 or 5 bites and got off stage. My 2 best friends and I played a live Yu-Gi-Oh match in front of the entire auditorium. No one could see the cards being played, and I'm sure 99.5% of the audience didn't understand what was going on. I dressed up in purple short shorts and I danced to a remix of Spider Dance from Undertale. I rapped Will Smith's Miami. However, no one else could hear the music as I rapped along with my Walkman. Oh, I did this with the Pokemon theme song in 2nd grade. I still wake up in a cold sweat. I sang Never Gonna Give You Up at the school talent show a few years back, like the comedian I am, and progressively got quieter and quieter before I got embarrassed and cried. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around. For a talent show in school, I once sung Titanic by Celine Dion, aged 10. And guess what? Well, I can tell you one thing right now. The song's not fucking called Titanic. I didn't know any of the bloody words except for the chorus. To make things worse, everyone accused me of miming. I forgot the words to a Queen song and repeated the chorus for 3 minutes. It is one of the most embarrassing things I can remember doing. Back when bottle flipping was all the rage, there was one kid that made a huge deal of flipping bottles in the line waiting to perform. What? Bottle flipping's not all the rage anymore? I filmed this to send to my mate just 8 months ago. What you saying? Anyway, when he got up to pre-form, he lined 5 desks up in a row, walked to the opposite end of the stage, and proceeded to flip 5 glass cups, shattered each one in quick succession, and ended it all with a dab. Had a kid juggle 3 rocks to the entirety of I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. A kid played the final countdown on a keyboard for literally 10 minutes until someone stepped in and unplugged it. Everyone politely clapped. When I was 13, I got up on stage and completely froze up, and instead of doing whatever the fuck I planned to do, I just said, map, and slowly walked off stage. Well, thanks for sharing, and a good idea to do so on Reddit, which as we all know is a safe space. Map. Did a stand-up comedy routine at the elementary school talent show that was just me retelling an entire Pinky and the Brain episode. This kid recited a Dave Chappelle stand-up and tried to pass it off as his own original content. In middle school, a couple boys did a karate demonstration. Oh right, well we probably don't need to read all of this to figure out how this one's going to end. Had to stop the show to clean up the blood. I did a jazz tap dance with my then best friend to All of That Jazz. This is then followed by a keyboard smash, and you should know by now I fully enunciate all these. It probably is ironically my best talent. But this sort of key smash was a first for me. A 90 vigintillion, didn't even know that was a word. 9 nonillion, try saying that fast. 999 octillion, 900 septillion, 297 trillion, 725 million, 141 million, 527,839. Semicolon. 85 undercillion, 869 decillion, 508 nonillion, 155 octillion, 284 septillion, 995 sextillion, 625 quintillion, 231 quadrillion, 352 trillion, 637 billion, 383 million, 993,928, all divided by 10. I did Fortnite dances. Someone built a Lego set. It's Trump impersonation. A trombone solo of Every Time We Touch. Jesus Christ. Kid got on stage, stood on top of a chair while he sang Itsy Bitsy Spider, then ate a chili and a razor. My school talent show, I got told off for playing Metallica and trying to get the crowd to chant die. Best friend at the time talked me into doing a tumbling routine with her, even though neither of us was in gymnastics. There was one point where I was supposed to be lifted up in the air by friend and then do something, except we can't get the timing right, and friend just keeps bouncing me up and down, trying to do it until I loudly proclaim, Jenny, put me down! All to the tune of Amy Grant's Baby Baby. However, let's end on someone who does know what they're doing, because if you can't make it, break it. Just tear the whole institution down. Dad here, who sat through a lot of these, the cringiest, that was by far the most awesome, was by this one kid. He was like 9 or so at the time, came on stage with a Rubik's Cube. He had people say, 3, 2, 1, go! He moved his hands frantically. After 2 minutes, he held it up, huge smile on his face, not even a side solved. Takes a bow, leaves the stage waving. He had no intention of solving it. We all got trolled in a glorious fashion. So yes, screw talent shows, screw impressing anyone.
Do you know how surprised everyone would be if you said yes?
Who cares what Simon Cowell thinks? Because he now looks like this.
Right, if you could just open your mouth, see this direction, quite hard. So, if I stand up here, yeah, and I'll chuck it in the air, and then you catch it in your mouth.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Okay, here we go. You ready? Guaranteed to get it in. Here we go.
You could fuck off as well.
Thank you, mate.